What is up, guys? My name is Mike. Most of you will know of me as Ons1augh7. It's my Xbox Live gamer tag. Little Be Like Mike session for you guys, okay? Now, as you guys have seen, if you've been following my matchups throughout this tournament, I'm going to bring a different style of commentary to every round that I make it to. So this is another type of commentary that I do. This is from the Be Like Mike series, okay? And what this is the very first series that I ever did when I got into the YouTube commentary scene. Basically, it's like a little game, okay? Throughout this video, I'm going to pause the video whenever I make a decision, talk about different decisions that I can make, and give you guys a chance to see if you can, be like Mike. So here's an example. All right, look at the connections, okay? I thought I had solid shots from that guy across the way on the scaffolding, but after I died, I noticed these connections. What do you think I do? You think I stick with my M14 class setup? Do you think I switch to maybe a submachine gun, maybe an LMG, or maybe a fully automatic assault rifle? What do you think I'm going to do? Alright, so as I get my 1080, 720, I don't know what that was, frustration spin out of the way, I'm actually going to stick with this class setup. And I know you're probably surprised at that. Typically when you're playing on a sub-bar connection, especially, a 2-bar, which is what this host is going to be throughout the entire game, you want to switch to I guess a more forgiving weapon, like I mentioned in the when I paused the video, a submachine gun, an LMG, anything that's really fully automatic, just because it's it's a little safer bet when you're dealing with lag, because you can cover a wider range with your bullet spread, and you really can't do that with a burst fire single shot weapon like the M14 here. But I'm the kind of player that doesn't like to back down from a challenge, and I came into this gameplay wanting to do well with this gun and wanting to have fun with it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I didn't want to give up on it first thing, so I'm actually going to use this class setup throughout the game, and it's actually a really good get away. God, that was a really good nade actually that guy threw from his spawn. I'm going to fast forward through a couple pieces of the gameplay too, because you have to pay attention to the time. But the M14 is really an underrated gun. The only trick, I guess, or the reason that a lot of people don't like to use it is because you have to be really accurate with it, because it is a single shot weapon. But other than that, it's a beast of a gun. You guys are going to see. So we're playing Demolition on Stadium. My teammate just planted the A-bomb. You can see it over there on the right side. You can also see a skull there indicating that he just died. What do you think I'm going to do? You think I'm going to go over and watch that A plant, make sure it goes off safe? Maybe I go into the opposing team's spawn and start spawn killing, or maybe I go for B. What do you think I'm going to do? Alright, so like I said, the name of the game is Demolition, so the objective is to plant and let these bombs explode at these bomb sites. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm kind of a team-oriented player, or I like to think I'm a team-oriented player. So I try to play objective or focus on objectives whenever I can. So I'm going to go for that A bomb site, make sure everything is safe there. And there was one telling, I guess, key when I paused the video that should have, led you to that decision. And it was the fact that my teammate died on the bomb site. And that let me know that someone from the other team was close in proximity to that bomb site and was going to be able to defuse it. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at the coast again. Goodness. I thought I had solid shots on him. I guess not. I don't know. But I decided to go for that A bomb because that is the objective of the game here. So once again, I'm going back to these stairs here, and if you guys haven't played Demolition, I'm sure by now everybody's played Demolition on Stadium. Right here is where you can do serious work. Unless you run into a guy like this. What do you think I'm going to do during this situation? Okay, you think I'm going to try to knife him to kill him? Maybe I don't. Maybe I just try to dodge him, get out of the way, and put him down with my M14. Maybe I just aim down sight right now and try to unload as many shots into him as I can. What do you think I'm going to do right here? Alright, oh, I know you heard those hit, you heard them, I know you did, you heard those hit markers, but, that guy just, he brought the only use me blade, look, another little 360 frustration spin, he brought his only use me blade out and just ripped my face open there, but that's alright. I honestly probably, I play on a tactical button layout, and for those of you that don't know, that's where B is your, that's your melee button or melee command, and to melee, I have to actually take my thumb off of my right joystick. So that's why I typically, look, I spawn the opposite way. I typically don't like to knife when I'm in close quarters. I like to, just try to use my primary weapon because that's the easiest thing for me to do controller-wise. So I probably made the wrong decision there, and host might have played a little bit in that. I don't know. So look at this guy. This guy. All I can see is his head there. Okay, how do you think I'm going to try to kill this guy? You think I'm going to just hold it down right here, wait for him to make a mistake, and push his head out far enough so I can kill him. Maybe I try to throw a nade up there and kill him with a nade, or maybe I try to flank around, come up behind him, and get the easy kill and control that balcony. What do you think I'm going to do? Alright, so a couple more shots. I'm going for the nade all day, and that's, you know, that's the easiest, quickest way to take care of that guy. He's really in a tight, confined space, especially if you cook a frag nade and toss it up there. He really has no chance to get out of the way. The second reason is, if I would have just sat there and waited on him to pop his head out and make a mistake, that would have took a long time. It could have taken a long time. I'm a pretty aggressive player. I get pretty anxious, so I don't have the control to just sit there and wait for him. The same with kind of flanking around. You know, I didn't have the time, or didn't feel like putting the time into flanking around the backside there. And at the same time, the position that I'm controlling right now, similar to the other side at the stairs, this is the spawn lock, I guess, position. As you move back and forth from these two openings, I mean, you can just demoralize the other team here. And I've worked through tons of kill streaks this game. I have a couple napalms built up. Where do you think I'm going to call in this napalm? Okay, the opposing team is spawning on the far right side, top and bottom. You think I'm going to call this napalm in the top right side, middle right side, or the bottom right side? What do you think I'm going to do? What would you do? Let's see what happens. Alright, so I called it in the top right, but it was kind of a trick question, okay? There really was no rhyme or reason in calling in that first napalm, because this is demolition, and, you know, similar to a capture the flag game, the opposing team's spawn is set. You know, their spawn isn't, they're not going to be pushed out of the spawn, even if my team goes in there. So, I'm just going to keep calling these napalms in their spawn areas, and it's going to just, you know, it's going to prevent them from spawning on one half of the map and they end up spawning on the other, and we're just doing work on them, along with, you know, myself and my teammates, which I didn't mention this, but this is a Twitter team, okay? And I'll do that from time to time. If you guys ever want to have the chance, you know, to game with me, follow me on Twitter, because I just posted up, you know, anybody wants to play Black Ops, hit me up on Xbox Live. These were the first 6 guys that do it, so they got to play with me, and we just crushed. We just ran through, I don't know, 5 or 6 games during this session. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Be Like Mike session, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Hopefully see you in future rounds. Later, guys.
Hey, how's it going, guys? EatMyDiction here, and I've got 2 very special guests. This is Bethany.
You can call me Beth.
Beth and Janice?
Hi.
Okay. And these are 2 girls I met last night, and, you know, I don't want to be coy or anything, but we definitely had lots of sloppy sex together, and it was pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I've never done a 3-way before, but I think that I was, you know, I was nervous at first, but I think I really pulled it off. And
I think you should really underline the word sloppy.
What?
Yeah. I think that you can forget the rest of the sentence that you said, or like it was more like a paragraph because you were talking a lot, but you can forget all the awesome part and just focus a lot more on the sloppy sex.
The what? Yeah. I mean, it was sloppy. I mean, but you know, I think it was, you know, that's how I like it. Is, you know, a little bit of mess didn't hurt. Hasn't hurt anybody. Why are you looking at me like
mess. That? Yeah.
What are you talking? Are you?
I mean, slamming my head repeatedly into the back of the headboard wasn't. I mean, that's not a mess. It's like a concussion.
It's like 10 minutes of slamming her head.
That's
Jackrabbit sex isn't cute.
Rough sex is like all the rage.
No, that's not rough. That's like high school.
No, it used to be tantric sex, but now it's rough sex. I thought that's, you know.
Where did you read that?
GQ?
You shouldn't read that shit. That's awful.
Well, okay.
It's like Cosmo for dudes.
Exactly. It's got a lot of good advice.
Cosmo.
What? We can take a quiz together later, maybe? We can figure out what went wrong.
Nothing went wrong. It was awesome. Come on. I was like a stallion. Don't. What do you? Come on.
I don't know what kind of, like an older stallion, like a stallion.
No, like the black stallion from the movie. The black stallion with on the boat. You know.
No, I know the movie, but I don't recall making that comparison in my mind last night.
Well.
No.
Stallion.
No.
Nay.
Okay, well, what animal would you attribute me to, then?
I'm gonna go with chipmunk.
Yeah.
Chipmunk?
Yeah.
What the?
Chipmunks are cute.
That's about right.
But chipmunks are not sexual beings.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
It is.
Chipmunks are adorable.
I mean, it was like you were banging us for the winter or something.
What?
Yeah.
chipmunks keep nuts in their mouth. That's more like a a devil's three-way kind of thing. Come on,
That's a skill.
I mean, she kept your balls in her mouth for a really long time.
Yeah, I called that the double dip.
Mm.
Why? Stop with the noises. Jeez, what is this? Come on.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You're really you're kind of.
I really think that this Cosmo quiz will help us figure out what went wrong.
Okay.
We should really just sit down and talk about it.
No,
It's okay.
You know,
We'll
I'm
just
not
go
one.
through point by point.
I don't really have much of an ego, but you're definitely hurting it right now. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we had a wonderful time. I felt that was a very successful night
we
of
developed
sex.
a really awesome friendship, and we're totally gonna go shopping later, which sounds lame and like cliched, but like that's how girls bond. But
Right.
you know, if it wasn't for you, if we hadn't met you last night by accident and you kept buying us all that cheap liquor, then we wouldn't be friends.
That's true. It was kind of one of those things where, like, it was like we had such an awesome rhythm going, and
As in all of us, right?
No, as in
We-
just the
like,
two of us.
like as
just,
in us,
just
over
myself
here.
and
like,
Jansen, not you.
It was like we almost had to work around you.
You were kind of
so
more in
we
the
figured
way.
out how to work together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how friendships get forged.
So what was I doing then, in amidst all of this?
You're kind of just like around-ish. I mean, your dick was there, kind of.
Yeah.
My dick was everywhere. It wasn't
Yeah,
just there,
it
it was everywhere.
was.
Yes.
It was,
Yeah.
and not in a
I
good
mean,
way.
focus maybe.
Come on.
Yeah,
Maybe
focus,
that's
like
it.
laser focus.
That's I'm all focused. Come on, man. I applied to the army. I didn't get in, but I was focused. I wanted it. So I've got You guys you're being kind of cruel. Come on. Did I do anything right? Was there any point in the night where you were
You bought the alcohol.
Yes.
really?
Yeah.
No, after the alcohol, as soon as we got into bed, from there till this morning, what did I do right?
You taught us about teamwork.
That wasn't my intention. I guess that's a nice thing, but
Is that
That's a
is that a good?
I think that's fair. Yeah, that's a good thing. You should take that and you should just appreciate that came out of it.
no, I refuse.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, that's good for you, but that's not helping me, okay? If we do this again,
You banged two girls.
it's
I mean,
like-
now you can just tell all
Yeah.
your friends. It doesn't matter what we
Feather in
say.
your cap.
Well, this is going up on the internet, and I don't really have time to do another take. If you guys want, can you like?
Oh yeah, it was so good.
That's not helping.
King of sex.
Okay,
I came so much.
this is now you're just making fun of me. Now this is mocking. This is a mocking tone I'm hearing in your voice, and I'm not really appreciating
I'm
this.
sorry.
Well,
I mean, the truth hurts sometimes. That's the way it
okay.
goes.
So what should I? Okay, well, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Just
accept
don't
the
bite
fact.
off more than you can chew. That's my advice
Yes.
for later.
I only
Not
bit
before
you
you
like
can
once.
No, the biting is fine. I meant like you just probably can't handle.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
I don't. What's that word?
We're just saying maybe you need a little bit more practice before you come back into this kind of a situation.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and accept the fact that I was not up to standard last night. What can I improve? So next time, I can plow the shit out of two chicks and they like it.
I'd say more practice. Definitely practice on more real girls.
Okay.
And
So I have to
then-
keep failing over and over again and making mistakes until I get it.
The thing
I
is,
mean-
it's like pretty much a complete overhaul. So maybe just like throw away everything that you think you know about having sex with two chicks and like
start
over.
completely
Just
over.
Start over.
And G-spots are not found in a belly button on anyone.
Yes, good point.
All right. Well, thank you.
Was that good constructive criticism?
Yeah, sure. That was good.
I think we're gonna go get some brunch. You can't come though.
Oh.
Some waffles.